today I'm going to be making some Maryland crab cake stuffed shrimp. Yes, crab cake stuffed shrimp. I love this recipe. It's so good. If you know me, you know I love seafood. It's the Maryland in me, you know. I love some good seafood, so I'm going to be making that recipe today. If you haven't already, stop this video, subscribe to my channel. What are you doing? Subscribe to my channel so that you see more content like this. Also, like this video and comment down below. After the video, let me know what you enjoyed out of this recipe. If you've tried it, let me know how it worked out for you. I love communicating with my subscribers. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this crab cake stuffed shrimp recipe. So first I'm gonna start out with my deveined raw jumbo shrimp. So these have already been deveined for me. You'll see that they're pretty large shrimp, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut them down the middle a little bit further so that the crab can just sit right on in to the shrimp. So I'm gonna cut those, and then I'm gonna place them on my baking sheet. So you want it not to fall apart, but you want it pretty deep, just like that, so that you can leave room for the stuff to stuff the crab meat in there. So I'm gonna show you again. You wanna cut down the back of the shrimp, just enough to open it up so that we can put that crab meat in here, okay? So I'm gonna do this to all of my shrimp so that I can go ahead and put the crab meat in there after. We're also gonna season our shrimp a little bit after this, but like I said, you wanna open up the shrimp and butterfly them just a little bit so we can stuff that crab meat right on in there. Now I really love this recipe. You know, I love seafood, and I just feel like this is a quick recipe as well. Like, it doesn't take long to cook. Once we do get all of these shrimp deveined and packed, it doesn't take long at all. So you'll see this here, I'm showing you. So do that for the rest of the shrimp. Now I'm going to go ahead and season the shrimp. I'm gonna drizzle with some olive oil. So I have some extra virgin olive oil that I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle the shrimp with, and then after that I'm just gonna place some Old Bay on top, sprinkle it with some Old Bay. So you'll see that I'll just put a little bit of a little bit of olive oil. And a dusting. I'm not gonna put too much Old Bay because the crab meat is gonna have such a good taste to it as well. I just wanna make sure my shrimp aren't bland. You want a little seasoning on them as well. But there's gonna be so much flavor in the crab meat that we're gonna stuff with this that it's gonna be so good. So now our shrimp are all seasoned. I'm gonna place these on a cooking sheet. Now I'm gonna place each of the shrimp on the cooking sheet. And I'm gonna leave them butterflied open. You can always do bigger shrimp, of course. The bigger shrimp, the better to stuff. These are some extra large shrimp, but pretty much jumbo shrimp really, but jumbo comes in many sizes. So if you have some larger shrimp, don't be afraid to use those. You know, it's only gonna be better. So I'm placing these on the baking sheet. I use aluminum foil on my baking sheet only because it has an easier cleanup, but I also put some olive oil on my baking sheet on my aluminum foil so that nothing would stick. So keep that in mind. You can put it on a regular baking sheet, do what you want to, but I put olive oil down on my aluminum foil, and it'll make for an easier cleanup. So now we're gonna move on to the crab cake stuffing. Now this is the Maryland crab cake mix. I've taken some special crab meat and I've mixed it with my special crab cake recipe. I have a video on my channel on my Maryland crab cake recipe, so you want to do just as that recipe states and you'll get this consistency with the crab cake mix. You can include lump crab meat if you want. I only use special crab meat for this recipe today. You can put lump crab meat if you would like. It's up to you. So I'm gonna take this crab meat and I'm going to stuff it into this shrimp. I'm gonna stuff each of these shrimp with some crab meat now. So I'm gonna take a spoonful of crab meat and stuff it right into each of these shrimp. So I'm just putting it right in between the shrimp. And I'm putting about like a teaspoon and a half, probably like a teaspoon, half a tablespoon, or about actually a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon I'm using, but I'm not using the whole tablespoon. So you want to make sure you have enough to put into each of these shrimp. And you might hear my water boiling in the back. I'm making some ponzu noodles. Basically they're just noodles and I put some ponzu sauce in them. I can make another video on that, but it's basically Asian inspired noodles. I love ponzu sauce. For any of those who have use soy sauce, look up ponzu sauce. I just like it better than soy sauce. Uh-oh, I ran out of some of my crab meat, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take from some of those that I overstuffed and put them into these. There's a will, there's a way, guys. There's a will, there's a way. So some of these are overstuffed. Crab meat out of some of these and put it into the one that need it. Okay. All right, so here goes our crab stuffed shrimp. The last thing I'm gonna do, I have some melted butter. I'm just gonna drizzle this on top just because it makes everything better. So I have my oven set to 375. I'm gonna put these shrimp in the oven for about 15 minutes and then they should be done. I'll be back. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take these shrimp out of the oven. And here are the shrimp fresh out of the oven. They look so good. See, they're nice and pink and slightly browned on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this with some ponzu noodles I put some broccoli and spinach in here. It's really, really good. I can make a video on this if you would like, but it's just a healthy noodle meal. I use some wheat noodles as well. I'm trying to stay a bit healthy, so I know you couldn't tell from all the butter I put on here, but so this is another look at the shrimp. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this.